today's a pretty good day just because it's not that windy, it's not that cold. So, but as we talk through this subject right now, what I want you to do is keep yourself warm, because that's one of the things going to get you injured. Okay, when your muscles get really cold and your tendons and your ligaments get a little stiff, gets a little, you just increase your chances for injuries. So, as a mature adult, which most of us are, but me. One of the main reasons why people develop injuries with a sport like running is due to imbalance of some sort on your frame, and particularly on your lower extremities, or your legs and hips and and feet, including toes. Okay, so the number one reason for you to get hurt is basically old injuries that were not treated correctly. Okay, and I'm talking about injuries that you had in high school, injuries that you had as a kid. Okay, they don't go away. You're gonna have some battle scars there somewhere, and those will come back to haunt you. If you're not aware of them, that's one problem. We had a little girl that came to us with shin splints, and we worked her up, and we found out she had a broken back. But she had no idea how that happened. Okay, she got hit by a car and she broke the windshield of the car with her head, and she was, in coma for a while. She doesn't recall the injury. Okay, so her mom calls me and said, "No, doctor, yeah, she had trauma." I said, "Okay, that explains why you have a broken back." Okay, so it's interesting to understand that those things come back, and you gotta be aware. So if you don't know why you have a certain pain, please make sure that becomes clear, so you know what you're dealing with. Therefore, you know what to do. Therefore, you know how to defend yourself, how to prevent those things from getting worse. Does that make sense? Do you understand? Okay. So let's understand how muscles get injured in the first place. Like running is, you're not out there playing rugby or playing football, okay, where you're going to have a lot of body-to-body contact, you're going to have a lot of blows and stuff like that. You're going to get injured playing those sports. It's just the nature of the sport, okay? But running, if you think about it, it is a low-intensity exercise in general, but people get hurt, okay? Let's think about how the muscles contract. So you have all the fibers trying to move a joint, all the muscle fibers. What happens with those fibers is they have to coordinate to make the movement smooth. So in other words, this muscle, when it contracts, this muscle has to relax. So when the muscle contracts, and we're going to have a problem with the sound, the fibers are coordinated. Not all the fibers contract at once. If they do, they go like this, but that's not where you move, okay? So you have to move it smoothly. They have to coordinate that movement. Which fiber is going to contract, which fiber is going to contract after the first one, after the second one, and so forth. That makes sense? Okay? That coordination that you don't think through, okay? It comes ingrained on your spinal cord when you learn how to move. So most of the movement patterns that you've learned, especially the natural movements like walking, running, standing, and sitting, you learn that between 2 and 4 years of age. So that is ingrained. I mean, you don't have to think about it. If you have to think about how to walk, we have a problem with it, okay? So that's the beauty of running, is because you don't have to relearn. It's there for you, okay? So, and that pattern changes as you develop imbalances, and we like to blame to age, but it's not age. It's basically imbalances due to a body part that gets weak for whatever reason, or an injury that doesn't get healed properly, and then you have to compensate for it. Okay, so if you think about it in running, the interesting thing is that most of us need 2 legs to run. Okay, so if you have one leg that is weak and the other leg is not weak, I see both scenarios. I see somebody trying to speed up their time, and the weak leg gives out, or they maintain their rhythm and they overload the strong side, and then the strong side is starting to hurt. Okay, and you gotta find out which is which. Oh, which is the problem? Is the weak link the one that's weak, or the one that is overusing the one that is strong? And you have to balance that out. So, in other words, the rule of thumb for general injuries with muscles and tendons is a 3-day rest with ice. Stretch is not part of it, okay? We're going to talk about why. But if you rest and ice for 3 days, you should feel things improving. You won't be resolved, but you should improve. If it doesn't improve, you got to find out what's going on.